Aloha Rejects, Greg here.
And Kyle!
We're gonna watch the Rogue One, the Star Wars story. This is a featurette. Kyle is a Star Wars fan.
I love Star Wars.
And I have seen all the Star Wars movies, including the Clone Wars movie before it became a show.
I thought you were going to say all 4 of them, but okay, cool. We'll go there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all 5 Star Wars movies that have been made. This will be the 6th one if I'm not mistaken. I'm normally not the biggest featurette kind of guy. I don't know, I kind of feel like watching too much stuff, especially before a movie comes out, it tends to feel like it's kind of ruining some of the magic for me of a film.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can't help myself. I still look for
no, I mean, no one can. You get millions of views and shit, yeah. Let's see what they have to offer. I mean, it's only 2 minutes, so it can't be a lot that they're going to expose here.
If I'd known since I was 4 that I was going to be shooting a Star Wars film, I would have planned it all my life.
Whoa.
Right?
This film, these characters, this story I grew up with. It's a whole world I've been thinking about for quite a long time.
So weird.
You can feel everyone in the crew and the cast kind of stops and just takes that in, and you remember, oh, we're actually in Star Wars.
She's gorgeous.
She is.
It's like the world's greatest toy set. It's
That's
a bit
so
like
cool.
being that kid again with Star Wars figures. Stormtroopers over here, and then this happens, there's an explosion.
Oh!
Fun. It's the greatest job in the world.
Okay.
Rogue One takes place very close to episode 4. The
Nice.
simplest way to explain it is that text you see at the beginning of A New Hope. That is essentially our movie.
They call it the Death Star. Terrible weapon. But there's a way to defeat it. Jim starting to put together a team.
She wants to fight. We all do.
How many doing it?
It is an ensemble movie, but at the heart of it is a strong woman.
The time to fight
Hell
is
yeah.
now. Every day they grow stronger.
This looks great, dude.
All these characters are real heroes that are willing to risk everything.
Light the place up and make 10 men feel like 100. Through their journey, we see the formation of the Rebel Alliance and the stealing of the Death Star plans.
Anyone not willing to risk being left behind? Now's your chance to speak up.
That is a bad idea.
Hey,
Quiet. They achieve what they achieve because they achieve it together.
This is Rogue One.
Woo!
I cannot wait! Oh my god!
That looks great. You know,
I am seeing that so hard, it's not even funny. That looks so amazing.
I really believe the enthusiasm and passion when they cut to like the director, the actors, and they're talking about how much they love being like. It seems genuine. They don't seem like they're trying to oversell their enthusiasm for it. It seems very genuine. They really are happy to be involved.
On the surface, I always say every film is ultimately made because people want to make money. But there is often movies that are made out of passion, and this one, regardless if there's money to be made or not, this one is made out of passion, which means that it's likely going to be an amazing film. I mean, it's Star Wars. It's not going to suck.
It's a hybrid of
this
passion,
isn't going to suck.
wanting to make money and
I
passion.
highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
I mean, I think director Gareth Edwards is a really good director, and I feel like he knows how to create tension in films and suspense, and he also knows how to bring human characters to life. When he did Godzilla, a lot of people really liked it. Despite how you might feel about Godzilla barely being in it, a lot of people really liked it. So unprofessional to yawn while recording.
Sorry.
I deal with this with John all the time.
Sorry.
You gotta think that, like, for Gareth Edwards to make a Godzilla 2-hour movie where he's barely in it, you have to make all the human characters interesting as well.
Yeah.
And he managed to do that. And I feel like here we're getting this new set of characters where we don't know the outcome of who's really gonna live and who's gonna die. Like, a lot of people are theorizing they're all probably gonna die.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, I love that, you know, they got these new characters I'm actually intrigued by to see. Because when I first heard, like, this is what the story's about, the rebels stealing the plans, like, this really seemed like a necessary movie. And the more I see of this film, you could feel a genuine love for Star Wars behind the camera, in front of the camera, all of it.
And in some ways, you get to go back into that
yeah.
world more so than even you're going to do with the new sequels that are coming
Yeah,
out.
because it's a prequel. It's right before the first Star Wars.
4.5 or,
Yeah.
or right before it is.
Yeah, it's like it's right after 3. It's after 3, but right before Part 4.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I think that's a great way to revisit this stuff. You know, like I want Star Wars to continue expanding and not only play to our nostalgia factor, because I feel like Force Awakens was a lot of nostalgia.
Sure.
This is definitely a lot of nostalgia.
Sure.
I know they got their Han Solo stuff going on.
It's true.
I heard that this will not have an opening scroll like all the other Star Wars films, and I'm okay with that. Some people are upset by it, but I want this film to be its own thing as much as possible.
Yeah, I was just going to say that because, you don't want this to feel like it's another one of the episodes. It is different. It's not the Skywalker clan. I mean, there's Darth Vader, but it's like a whole new cast, and there's...
Yeah, it's a separate story from the linear timeline story of Skywalkers.
And who knows, if it's so great, I mean, maybe this will even have a continuation on its own.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I don't think they're aiming to do that, but it might turn out so great they're like, we should try to do another one.
Yeah, if there's more story to tell somewhere and it's worth telling, then, I think that'd be awesome. But I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I would just watch it all. I wouldn't care.
This movie has to be so good in the journey, not its destination, because we know they succeed in getting the plans and shit.
Oh, that'd be an interesting spin if they didn't.
If they did it. Yeah, so episode 4's a lie.
It was all a dream.
Yeah. It'd be kind of cool to see like what they do with whoever survives. If one of these people on the main crew survives, and if they go into like one of the later Star Wars films, like Episode 8, or another spin-off film, that would be crazy. That'd be nuts.
Boom! Or if they're already in one of the other movies and we don't know.
And we don't know it yet. Yeah, like it's part of their plan already.
That'd be cool.
All right, well, yeah, that's sweet. It's only a couple weeks away. If you're new to the channel, Reject, subscribe today. Get accepted. Kyle Eiserman's on all the social media. Clapping is annoying in videos. Makes a distracting noise every time, especially the louder you do it or if you punch. Outro.